Do 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 do. It's the MMA Guru Live. It's the MMA Guru Live. And we have nothing to fucking make a video on. Therefore, I'm live a bit earlier today. Ja. Hamzat sucks. How's it going? Check Ariel's Twitter. I don't want to. Ariel Hawani Twitter. I refuse to. Oh, what do you know? It's on my screen. Oh, well, I'll read it. To be clear, the Chimaev-Rockhold fight would have been... hang on. Luke Rockhold tells me he was offered a main event versus Hamzat Chimaev on August the 28th. He said he accepted, but just got word Chimaev declined because he's staying at once. I don't want to hear nothing about Chimaev. Wait, this is... Wait. This is according to Luke Rockhold. We have to take it with a pinch of salt. Paul Craig versus Krylov. Good matchup. Really good matchup. Is that an official matchup? Am I out of the loop? Luis Pena. Luis Pena. It's a shame, you know. Alex Munoz sued and eventually got caught for robbery. So, shouldn't have won that decision, bitch. Am I wrong for thinking Usman would beat some unranked heavyweights? Oh, listen, we're talking what unranked heavyweights? You know what I'm saying? There's certain unranked heavyweights that anyone... I reckon Moreno could beat some certain unranked heavyweights. You know what I mean? Just by moving around them and making them move, eventually leading to cardiac arrest. But, actually, I don't know. Maybe size would be a massive problem. But, yeah, there's a chance. Craig versus Krylov is in the works. Okay, that's a really good fight, and I'm glad that it's in the works. Usman versus Jake Collier. I say Usman, because Jake Collier he's not even big frame-wise. He's just, and he used to be a welterweight, am I wrong? Or maybe a middleweight? He used to be way lighter anyway. So all he has is just fat to make him a heavyweight. I actually feel like, and this is why I had that random day where I said I was going to be a UFC heavyweight champion. I see a lot of these guys, and they all seem to start their career around welterweight. I think they just start their career at welterweight and then think to themselves, this is too difficult. I'll fight the fat cunts. You know what I mean? Did you see Bilal's Twitter? He's actually a Twitter thug. I don't like Bilal. I'm done with him. He tried to eye poke Leon Edwards. It failed. He got poked back. It wasn't even a poke either. It was a closed fist, but the nail just clipped onto his eye. Oh, well. He's talking like he's going to beat up Leon Edwards. Like, you beat Damian Maia-ish. You know what I mean? You beat him. You know what I mean? You got a win over him. Good job. But, like... Before that, it was Diego Lima, and Matt Brown just made your performance against him look rather shit, in all honesty. So, I don't know, Bilal's just a bit delusional, to be honest with you. But I get it, and he's going to get support regardless. Guru, Hungary are beating Germany, who are supporting... Okay, calm down. Guru, do you think Cyril Gane is on some juice? He has some big muscles and can still go 5 rounds, just like Usman. There's no evidence to suggest that Cyril Gane's on roids. He's just in good shape. That's not evidence to me. Otherwise, I'd say Ngannou's on roids. Being in good shape and having a good physical genetic makeup is not enough evidence to be on roids. I'd never accuse someone like that. He does have a really weird lump at the back of his head, but that could just be a weird lump at the back of his head of fat. So I'm not going to accuse Cyril Gane of roids. He doesn't seem like he's on them. Tell me when Gane starts getting injection marks up his rear deltoid and abdomen and his head starts changing shape completely. And I'll start assuming some things. You know what I mean? Tell me when Cyril Gane's dad is a corrupt pharmacist. Guru, is Volkov the most underrated heavyweight? No, I think people rate him pretty highly. The most underrated heavyweight, I would say, is probably Arlovsky. Because people just assume him to have a bad chin, but he's still winning fights. And a lot of them at a good ratio. I think he's 3-1 in his last 4 or something like that. I don't even know, but he's got a good ratio recently. My buddy said Floyd Mayweather beats Anderson Silva in a boxing match. I don't... After watching Logan Paul Mayweather, I highly doubt that. But, you know. Oh, well. I respect Manny Pacquiao, to be honest with you. Just to start it off in a boxing realm, because that's what people want to hear about. I kind of respect Manny Pacquiao, because when you look at the 2 stages of him and Mayweather's careers... Pacquiao's coming back versus Errol Spence Jr. you know? And Mayweather's coming back against Logan Paul. So I really do respect Pacquiao. I feel like he doesn't get enough. I'll timestamp it. Wait. Okay. Chimaev ducked Rockhold, thought he'd fight anyone, right? Any weight class, anytime. But if he wants to commit to a career at 170 and actually fight a ranked opponent rather than Rockhold, and also it's per Rockhold. Stop. You can't do this. I have hated on Chimaev before for absolute stupidity regarding him just fighting Usman or Leon Edwards. It's stupid. He doesn't even deserve to be ranked at welterweight. He should fight a guy like Alex Oliveira because that's actually a natural career progression for him. However, I'm not going to just slam him based on something as per Luke Rockhold, because Luke Rockhold is he's conceived and believed some things that may not have been true, like beating Bisping the second time. Guru, Ryan Hall versus Max Holloway. Who wins? Max Holloway. It's almost a bannable offense, but I'll let it slide. Max Holloway. Hey, Guru, your promoter on IG is still asking fighters for money. I just can't do anything about that, though. So that will happen. I think I've developed a cancerous community, and I'm just going to have to deal with it. What do I do about that? I can't do anything about that. But Ngannou can't go 5 rounds, but Gane can both are similarly jacked. They're not similarly jacked, though. And Ngannou's jacked and shredded and about to bust out of his skin. Gane's still got some looseness to him. You know what I mean? And also, Gane doesn't swing like Ngannou. And he doesn't coil up like Ngannou. He pitter-patters and taps and floats around. So, no. That's not evidence to say he's on roids. And I don't even think Ngannou's on roids. You know? Maybe he just doesn't put everything into his shots. Pretty reasonable to assume. You can assume Tom Aspinall's on roids just because he doesn't seem to gas out and can keep a decent pace and is pretty light on his feet. I don't know. Check out Ariel Helwani's Twitter. Bad news about UFC 265. Oh, no. Ozdemir Ankalaev in the works for an August date. That's pretty good. I might pick Ozdemir. I know people are just going to jump on Ankalaev, but I might pick Ozdemir here. Judging by the Krylov performance for Ankalaev, wasn't impressed. I'm going to probably lean towards an underdog in Ozdemir. We'll see how that one goes. Maybe if he has 5 rounds, that'd be pretty good. All right, Ariel Helwani's Twitter again, because the second time is the charm, I guess. To be clear, the Chimaev Rockhold fight would have been at 185. Okay, that's unfortunate. Chimaev's going to get some backlash there. UFC hope to book Francis Ngannou versus Derek Lewis 2 for August 7th, but that is currently looking like a long shot at this point, sources say. Scheduling conflicts, because Ngannou wants more. Oh, it's so annoying, man. Just get in the fucking cage, man. I like how fighters want to get more money by destroying the sport. Like, I don't just fight and you'll get more money. It's Derek Lewis. Just get in the fucking cage and beat him. What the fuck? There's no way Lewis is being a heavyweight champion, but we'll see. Anyway, breaking. Zalgas Magilov is out of his fight at UFC 264, and England's Jake Hadley will be stepping up from the Contender Series to face Jerome Rivera. That's not true, and you know it. What will be the fight of the night on Saturday? Fight of the night. Oh, sorry. Fight of the night. Jesus. Barcelos versus Valiev, I reckon. Yeah. Hauni Barcelos, Timo Valiev. Or, nah, that one. Only that one. I reckon the others are going to be one-sided in either way that they go. So I'll go, I think Philly Pineda's is going to be 2 in favor of Philly to be a fight of the night. So I'll go Barcelos Valiev because I think it will come down to heart and will rather than skill. Yuri smoked Rakic. He didn't fight him. Cejudo beats Connor. He doesn't. John Jones is ducking Francis. No, he just needs the average USADA suspension of time before he can fight Francis Ngannou. Don't you understand? I'll fight Francis. Just give me the average USADA suspension of time and I'll fight Francis. If Derek Lewis loses the first round badly, then somehow KOs Francis. MMA isn't real and prison is the best base for combat. True. And hot balls as well. Pretty good fundamentals as well. Who needs a jab? Hot balls, low testosterone, history of prison. These are the fundamentals you need. You know what I mean? Now that Francis doesn't want to fight, Amanda is the main. I know what I'll do. Because I'm not getting any money, I'll make Amanda Nunes a main event of a pay-per-view. That'll get me more money. Ha ha ha. I'm sick of it. If Lewis wins, they can't do the Francis trilogy. It's true. It's very true, actually. Well, they can. They can. But it'll be difficult, and he'll have to get a few more contenders under his belt. You know what I'm saying? Is Amanda Nunes the first okay. The clue's in her name. She's Amanda. Come on. Make it a fight night at this point. Okay. Interesting. Guru Blachowicz thinks Yuri should fight Rakic. Rakic wants to fight Yuri. Looks like the next contender fight is Rakic versus Prohaska, the Battle of Europe, baby. It's a good fight. I want it to be made, man. I'm sick of these fucking people just fucking coexisting next to each other in the rankings. Like, I hate that. Fight each other. What happened to that in the UFC? Should be Rakic Prohaska, either the feature fight of Blachowicz to share his card, 266, or I was like the headliner of a fight night the weekend after. And then there to be filled in just in case. Like, it's silly. They should fight each other. It's a great scrap. Jeff Mayweather was hosting a Q&A live stream on the Mayweather channel and asked if him and Logan... and I asked him if Logan beat Mayweather, and he said, I thought Logan won 5-3, and he got mad. His reaction was funny. Okay, thank you for sharing. Logan didn't win 5-3. It could have been 4-4, though, but it was probably 5-3 Mayweather. But it was close. That's the thing about it. It was actually a close fight to score, and people act like Mayweather destroyed him. Mayweather didn't win rounds 1, 2, or 8. That's just a fact. And he probably lost round 3, in my opinion. But, oh well. Thank you for the $5, ENR. Guru, do you think UFC would make Aspinall versus Dalkaus? And who do you think would win that fight? I think Aspinall would win, probably with grappling, eventually, after a bit of a scrappy first round. I don't think they'd make that fight, though. I think they'll just bring them up separately. Like, Dalkaus will get, if he beats Shamil Abdurakhimov, he'll probably get like Marcin Tybura. Aspinall has signed a fight, so he's probably going to be fighting Ben Rothwell or Sergey Pavlovich, maybe. Like, I don't know. They're going to bring him up separately, and eventually it will happen down the line. I reckon Aspinall would beat him, though. They're basically like similarly skilled, but actual heavyweight. You know what I mean? Bilal is getting annoying. Oh, yeah, he is, 100%. But like, he's just delusional. He thinks that by him accepting a fight on short notice and losing every second of it, that makes it that he deserves a rematch and a title elimination bout. When in reality, you should focus on Luke and Jeff Neal, who are both around you in the rankings that have devastating wins over you. Like, are we forgetting about those? I saw Giga was interviewed today. He doesn't get a lot of views. Again, Giga, another fighter I've lost touch with, man. I was against Giga at first because of the can crushing. Came around to Giga Chikadze eventually. Started liking him, liking his style around the Omar Morales fight. And then his bullshit about the Yair Rodriguez turning him down, even though they know they postponed the fight and reschedule it. Like, it's stupid, and I hate him for it. So that's him done in my books. Izzy said you don't need to go to 10 rounds with one man, but you do need to go 8 rounds. I don't know what that means. I'm going to ignore it. 600k buys. Guru, your thoughts on how Rosenstruik is so good, but so bad at the same time? By the way, I wasn't mocking Israel Adesanya when I said 600k buyers. I was just describing the population of San Francisco. Conor McGregor tweet about Ali. Okay, I've got it. Here we go. Conor McGregor. Here we go. What's he been saying about him? Any references to the old Noah? He laughed about it. Okay. Interesting stuff. I don't care at all in any way. Is Cejudo's Volk a close fight in your opinion? No. Rakic's win streak is embarrassing. He just nibbles on Glover's leftovers. It's a fair point. He has fought a lot of people that Glover has beaten. But then again, you could say that Glover fought a lot of people that are Jones's leftovers. You know? Smith, Santos. No? But, you know. Rakic is, yeah, he's fighting guys coming off losses, I guess, technically. Guru, what? But so was Reyes. Reyes was coming off a loss. Is Yuri just fighting Jan Blachowicz leftovers? You could say that about anyone if they're fighting someone who's coming off a loss. It's pretty unfair. But either way, Guru, people don't realize how good Gane is. I know they don't, but it's going to be a reality this weekend, hopefully. We'll see. All Bilal does is go to his social medias and post Edward Scissorhand memes, but pretends to be humble. He sucks off Habib's fans by saying he's his idol and posts, I know. He's a strange guy. But, you know, he gets his fan base one way. Martia Goats calling out Nate Diaz. I don't even interact. He's not ranked. Like, I know Diaz claims he's been on top all these years fighting the top guy. No, you're unranked. You aren't ranked in any division at all. You aren't top 20 in any division. Like, what? I don't understand his mindset. But, you know, he's calling out Usman for fighting Masvidal, who whooped him up for 3 rounds. But he didn't technically lose, though, because, you know, he was breathing at the end of the beatdown. Guru, do you really have 9 inches in girth? Well, you know. Let's not discuss. I like it to be a surprise, you know. Stockton, what's up? Why would Yuri fight Rakic? He's waiting on his title shot. Because stop waiting for things. If I hear one more fighter say they're waiting for a title shot, they're cut from the UFC if I'm in charge. I don't give a fuck, dude. That's so annoying to me. That is the most annoying sentence ever said by a fighter ever. I'm waiting for a title shot. You ain't getting one then, dude. Out you go. We got other contenders. In fact, if I was the UFC and I saw Rakic calling out Yuri and Yuri saying, no, I'm waiting, I'd pick Rakic and give him a title shot and start rewarding that behavior. Even though he had I wouldn't do that because it would tank numbers because Rakic's last fight was, you know, snooze-worthy. That's the negotiation tactic. Leave them with shit, and eventually the company will break to your will and have the belt. You have the upper hand because you can slow everything down. Indeed. Same thing with Usman right now. I'm ready to fight, but not the top guys. Just Chiesa. You know? Just Michael Chiesa, I'm ready. And Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz? Not Nate Diaz. Cole? Oh, no, I'm in Nigeria that weekend. Oh, well. Never mind. I'm literally typing in Losting while going 90 miles per hour on a freeway in traffic. Oh, I don't care. Check Nate Diaz's Twitter. No, I've seen him calling out Usman and stuff like that. Rakic versus Prohaska is actually a closer fight than people think. I know. People don't like Rakic, but he has a good chance to beat Yuri. And he's improving. If you watch his training footage, he's got way better at boxing. I know it's not much to go off of, but he's improving massively. Rakic got dropped by Devin Clark. Yuri got KO'd by King Mo at 40. We can do this about every single fighter ever. John Jones got submitted by headbutts to the elbow by Matt Hamill. We can do this about everyone. What's this week's banker bet, Guru? I have no idea. Who do you think Michael Chandler should fight next? Michael Chandler? Hang on. Arnold Allen next fight and prediction, Guru. Arnold Allen. Josh Emmett, and I think he'll win. Definitely take advantage of Josh Emmett as an older guy coming off an injury. He won't, but it should be Josh Emmett, in my opinion. It's a great scrap, in my opinion. People talk about, oh, he's 8-0, he shouldn't have to fight another guy, but that's the best thing about the sport. He's got less than 50k followers. This one, if he wins against Josh Emmett, he'll get over 50k. If he wins again against a bigger name in the top 3, he'll get 100k. And then we can start talking about title shots. You know? Is Colby annoying you then? Yes, he is fucking annoying me. It's just different because he's promised a title shot. So he's kind of in a weird situation. But he is annoying me, yes. And I've been angry about that for a while now. It's been too long. He should have just fought someone in the meantime and made it undeniable. If he stepped in against Leon Edwards and beat him, we wouldn't even be having any of these conversations. It would have been Usman Covington already booked, no question. August, main event. And we wouldn't have Nunes versus Pena sinking the company into the ground. Everybody's picking Gane. No one's underestimating him. All say he will be the future champion. Well, no, I'm actually getting a lot of Volkov guys saying that Volkov's going to win. And the odds are pretty close. So it's a pretty contested fight. But I'm picking Gane. King Mo sub Dejan Blachowicz. There you go. UFC is bogus, run by racists. Yes, anti-white ones, it would seem. We're in agreement here, right? Visible damage rule. Right? Racist, right? We're on the same team here. We're on the same team. I like the way this guy thinks. John Storch. We're good. I got Volkov by 4th round KO. No. King Mo did not submit Blachowicz. I just accepted it because I didn't know. But I was actually assuming that wasn't true. But I didn't care. He has so many losses that it's like, yeah, maybe King Mo snuck in there. You never know. Usman finishes Colby around the 3rd round. I think so. I think he finishes with body shots. Front kick to the body, maybe. You guys forget Guru picked Aljo. And what happened? Huh? Who's got the belt, huh? This guy saw it coming. All of you picking Piotr Jan. Except for this guy. The genius. Saw it coming, boys. Actually, exactly as I predicted it as well. Heard about the newest prospects. Okay. Ozdemir versus Ankleev to be announced. Why they got to do Volk like that? It's actually a reasonable matchup for him. Am I right? Look at the Krylov fight for Ankleev. I think Ozdemir is better than Krylov. Krylov outstruck Ankleev round 1 and eventually gassed out in rounds 2 and 3 and lost. If Ozdemir can win round 1 and keep that pace, he'll win. It's a reasonable matchup. I know Ankleev's Dagestani or Chechnyan, but come on. Ozdemir is Swiss, brother. You're not his brother. Never take part in war in life. I don't know why he has a Dagestani accent, but you know this, brother. Switzerland. Such warriors to never involve themselves in war. Ozdemir has an underrated power. He has underrated power. His chin is questionable now because Yuri flattened him, but, you know, he's still really good. He's still a good heavy. He still kind of almost beat Reyes, even though I don't think he did. It was close. Houston Alexander. Okay. He's Turkish now. Learned I have Wales and Scottish heritage yesterday. My mother's side is England, apparently. I live in Canada. Good for you, bro. Good stuff. We're brothers. My man. Stop saying Colby should fight. Dana said he might be next for the title shot, so he's waiting for the title shot. Yeah, but I'm saying he's only making himself inactive, which is giving him less of a chance against Usman. You know what I mean? I hate it when contenders do that. When they do this with contenders, they give the champions way more chance to win. Whittaker did it the right way. If everyone followed Whittaker's example, they would be in a better position to beat the champion. But it's just all of these guys sitting out. Colby hasn't been in a cage for a year by the time he fights Usman. So he's going to lose. It's just stupid to me. Stay active, beat contenders, become undeniable #1 contender, renegotiate your contract, and get paid a flat million for a title fight. Otherwise, no one's getting a title fight. But they're all dumb and stupid fucks. That's the problem with MMA. That's the problem that we have. You try and talk reason, but then, they get hit in the head for a living. So it's like, we can't really talk reason. You know what I mean? Become the undeniable #1 contender. If I was Robert Whittaker right now, I'd be renegotiating my contract immediately renegotiating and saying, hey, I want $800K for my title shot against Izzy. And if I don't get that, well, have fun trying to find a contender for Izzy to fight because I'm the only guy and everyone's lost to me. So let me go to Bellator, right? Oh, no, okay, you will pay me $800K. Good stuff. People don't know when to renegotiate and don't know how to get into a position of power in the UFC. It's a problem. Title contenders, undeniable #1 contenders, have the best position other than champions in the entire UFC, and no one ever goes for it. It's always like, give it to me. I'll do it for anything. Why don't I get paid enough? Like, it's pathetic. If Till loses to Brunson, then what's next to Till, you reckon, Guru? What's next for Till? Oh, death. Disownership from the UK. Rabid attacks from Liverpudlian fans, shame, disingenuity, dismemberment, beheading, just throw piss at him in the streets, rub shit into his nose, just everything you possibly could to make him feel horrible about himself. If he loses to Derek Brunson, There's no way he will. Zero way. Castration. Yes, no more kids. They're all daughters anyway. None of them. Brady versus Lee prediction. I'm going to go with Kevin Lee. And people don't like that prediction, but I'm just going to go with Kevin Lee. I think that lightweights are better than welterweights, and Brady's shown some holes. And Kevin Lee has definitely seen them because he loves to find them. Watched any Tough Yet Guru? Yesterday's episode had a good scrap on it. Oh, it was on yesterday. I'll have to watch that one. But I've watched the first 3 episodes. I did watch them. Yeah. They weren't in any way interesting, but you know. Fuck the Dolitzes, yeah? Fuck the Romans, yeah? How is that even a question? Till will lose if Derek is blonde. Kevin Lee via left hook TKO. Okay. How do you see Wonderboy versus Burns playing out? Let me smell. Wonderboy. I think he gets cracked in the first, hurt, Burns goes for him, Wonderboy escapes, lives, clinches up, dangerous first round that Wonderboy is starting to win, but then happens to lose a little bit of it. 10-9 first round, Gilbert Burns. Round 2 and 3, Burns is pretty tired, a little bit emotional, a little bit of an adrenaline dump, and Wonderboy starts picking him apart. 29-28 Wonderboy. Despite all his rage, Guru is still making bets on the cage. Now, what is your age? So I can begin my rampage consensually on your womb. Is that a good rhyme? I think that was a good freestyle there. We should work together more often. Wonderboy by spinning KUK then. What would Colby do if he loses? Vote for Biden, become black, come back and beat Usman in a trilogy. Definitely. Or, if he loses to Usman by decision, find a suitcase of votes underneath the judging desk after everyone's gone home from the arena and just count them up and make sure that he wins. So we'll see. He's got options. Wonderboy said he's not expecting a title shot with a win and will fight Colby or Leon if he has to. Okay, yeah, let's go Wonderboy. Woo! I know he touches kids, but come on, round of applause. That's the kind of attitude I'm looking for. That probably wasn't even said. You've just lied about it. I'm going to clear my nose. Ryan Hall versus Ilya Topuria prediction. Ilya Topuria, KO, first round. Custody battle. Custody battle. Belongs to him. Joe Rogan. Daniel Cormier. Fight. What's next for Arnold Allen? Josh Emmett. Hamzat Duck and Rockhold. No, that's per Rockhold. I'm not believing it yet. The only person who loves black guys more than Joe Rogan is his wife. Okay. Long sleeve. Oh, yeah, I do have long sleeves on today. I can do this like I did in primary school. Look. You guys remember this? Why are MMA fans so silent on Volkov popping by USADA? Oh, I didn't even know. Oh my god, the dust. What has happened? The dust I just fucking conjured up there. I should have done a pose. Blizzard Man! Where the fuck did his arms go? Inside the sleeves. Nobody does that, Guru. I do it. Why is your face so oily today, Guru? Guru, it's the ghost from yesterday. True, I forgot about that. That's how I slept tonight. I'm actually glad I forgot about that. That terrified me. Well, UFC 265 should be turned into a fight night. True. It's flying reptilians. Okay. Guru, the new Tough episode was actually has beef. Oh, does it? Oh, okay. I like it. That sounds good. I won't be watching it. No, I will. I'll watch it tonight, probably. People actually think Usman doesn't support Trump. Oh, no, Usman's MAGA, MAGA, MAGA all the way through. But he's like self-made, so it makes sense. I think that's why fighters, people ask why are all these fighters so pro-Trump? Because they like make it on their own rather than begging for people to do stuff for them. So I think that entrepreneurship of a career kind of leads you that way politically. You know what I mean? What? Fiziev versus Riddell. Brad Riddle. 29-28 war. Riddell is troubles. He's going to have CTE 100%. It's problemos. Who cares if Usman supports Trump? No one. I don't. Usman isn't stupid. He's just on HGH. Yeah. Problemos. Ngannou impersonation. I want to do the guys. I want to do the when you know what happened when I connect. Who you got? Michael Prazeres versus Deron Winn for the Manlit Nation strap. Why Mikel Prazeres? He's a welterweight. He's not even that short for his division. Deron Winn's not even fighting Prazeres. Deron Winn's fighting Phil Hawes, the best porn star in the game. Hamzat versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. I'm going to go with Hamzat at the moment. I just think he's too big. Let's be honest, he's a fucking massive welterweight. That's got to be mentioned. Like, he probably is going to be the biggest welterweight on the roster. But, you know, he's from Dagestan or Chechnya, so they have to be the biggest person in their division by far. Usman's, because they're so savage, of course. Usman's back is mapped to PD Island. Ah. Gentlemen, I give you PD Island. It's just Jones in the fucking bushes. Stipe versus Lewis. Stipe Miocic. 100%. I reckon Stipe would win. Why does Dan Ige suck so much? I'm not too sure. I'd love that to be a thing, a reality though. Ladies and gentlemen, CTE Park. Don't put your fingers in the cage. Sanchez will bite him off. Don't put your fingers in the cage. Jesus. Brunson versus Adesanya 2. If Brunson beats Till, what the fuck is I don't know. That would be terrible. Brunson will get a title shot if he wins. Oh my god, middleweight is trash. I might be a middleweight. I might try and become a UFC middleweight. What do you think? Look at this hook technique. Look how I tuck it over. Have you heard of this new up-and-coming heavyweight named Both of These Nuts? Got him. Is he fighting Got him by any chance? Paul Craig versus Nikita Krylov announced on Paul Craig's story. Who you got? Paul Craig. I'll say Paul Craig, submission. So be miss, you know. You win your height, go. Happy to be here. Happy to be here. I'll go with Paul Craig. Krylov's a good underdog, though. He's actually got pretty good grappling. I'll consider it, but I'll go Craig for now. I reckon he'll still be an underdog. But it's just hard to go against Craig because of how effortlessly he put away Hill. You know what I mean? Hill was a massive favorite, so that shows that he is definitely improving his BJJ. Because he used to get beaten up and then pull off a submission. Now he's getting people to the ground and just doing what he wants. Like, there's a big difference in that, you know? Why has Kevin Lee decided to take on Sean Brady? Dumbest idea ever. Smartest idea ever. He loses to Sean Brady. What are they going to do? Lower his welterweight ranking? Oh, no. I get to rub off the cobwebs against Sean Brady. Get back in there, get a feel for things without my lightweight ranking being diminished in any way whatsoever. And if I lose, people will give me credit for taking the fight anyway because it's undefeated Sean Brady. Oh, no. What a problem in his career. Looks like he'll have to go back down and fight Cerrone at lightweight. It's a great idea. If he wins, Kevin Lee won the ultimate highlight tonight. It's amazing. I think it's a smart idea. Tony versus Diaz. Yeah, it's a great fight. Let's do it. Put it on the fucking Nunes card immediately. August. Let's go. We need to sell some pay-per-views there. Ankleev versus Ozdemir confirmed. I've seen. Imagine the rage of guys who placed a Craig by sub Imagine the rage of guys who placed a Craig by sub bet recently. Oh, yeah, because he didn't get a submission, did he? That is kind of bullshit. Why are heavyweights the most active fighters? Because they are big men with bollocks, mate. That's all it is. That's why, and I know they're worse than the other divisions, but they actually fucking fight their heavyweights. Even though they're the most damaging and they have the most concussion and the most KO risk, they're actually big men with cojones. You know what I mean? Not like these fucking lightweights. Gaethje. I'll wait another year. It'll be fine. I don't get paid enough, but I'll sit out for a year because I don't get paid enough. So I'll just sit out for a year. Paulo Costa. I don't get paid enough. I'll sit out for a year and get a $50,000 hair transplant. I don't get paid enough, though. But I'm fine to just sit out and not fight. I'm financially fine to do that because I don't get paid enough, of course. Paul Craig doesn't get a capital on my autocorrect. Paul. Okay. I don't know why. That's interesting. Guru Usman is pro whoever is the president. He changed his religion twice. It's true, but, you know. Ali, who also became transport to Gane, favors and hated him before. Okay, maybe. Chaos Williams versus Randy Brown prediction. Chaos Williams. My teeth are looking white today. My teeth are looking like they might take over my gums. Make some colonies, you know. Hulk Hogan impersonation. I don't know how he sounds. How do I join the Beanie Cult? Cult, you mean with a U? You're already not allowed. We don't take retards. I'm joking, no. You can join. Just got to learn how to spell. No, link in the description below. £5 a month. Members only streams every weekday. It's pretty amazing. ESPN posted that Luis Pena is also facing charges for assaulting his girlfriend. He's fucked. If they make Tony versus Nate, they can keep at least one fan favorite. Yeah. This is why these people get into trouble. Like, don't have girlfriends. Just meet up with random girls and give them fake names. You can do what you want to them. I'm joking. I'm sorry. That is really a big joke. I've never done that before. But if any random girl comes in here looking for fucking Dixie Enormous, then, or Humongous, just ignore them and they'll go away. We don't know them, okay? People were mad at Conor getting a title shot after beating Cowboy, but are okay with Colby beating Woodley. Woodley, Cowboy, different, but, you know, but are okay with Colby beating Woodley and sitting out for a year. I'm not okay with it. I don't think anyone is. It's a shit situation. It really is. It's fucking bullshit. Edwards is fighting Nate fucking Diaz. It's a shit situation. If Edwards fought Luke, he would have not even had this problem. I know he already beat him, but if Colby fought Edwards, it's just a shit show at welterweight, basically, because of the Masvidal rematch. It ruined everything. Straight up. The Masvidal rematch ruined everything. We could have had Wonderboy and Edwards had their title shot by now. And then we'd have Covington after a win again. But no. Masvidal had to get his rematch. How else will Usman surpass GSP's legacy, legitly? Rockhold versus Costa. I'd say Costa. Just because I think he'd catch him. And Rockhold just spams naked kicks. I don't like his style sometimes. I think he can beat some inadept strikers with his modes, but I think Costa would pin him against a cage and unload and catch him at least once. So, I just don't like the way Rockhold just blasts kicks into arms. He wonders why he has that problem with his shin. Dude, you just fucking blast kicks into forearms non-stop. No setups whatsoever. Just fucking blast in high kicks. He just wants the easiest way out of the fight for a win. Just blast high kicks. Maybe it'll land and I can just go. Like, no, you've got to invest. Costa has really bad striking. He doesn't. He doesn't have bad striking. He just has really short arms. So there's only so much he can do. Rockhold winnable fight is Hermanson. Yeah, Hermanson's the guy. I've always said that. Guru, Conor or Chandler? Conor. I think Chandler's just too susceptible. Pretty bad chin. And I think he gives himself too many openings for counters. His style kind of makes that happen. But I don't know, though. We'll see. Tony would still beat Nate. Okay. It's a little weird when Cyril... It's a little weird that Cyril Gane is this good while he's still a fetus in comparison to other fighters. Yeah. It's true. He's had 9 fights. It's crazy. Alexander Volkov. But get this in your head. Alexander Volkov is fighting 8-0 Cyril Gane. Not even 9 fights. 8-0. When Volkov had 8 fights, it was 2010, and he lost to Maxim Grishin by rear naked choke in the first round at light heavyweight. That's how much of a baby he was in his career. Then he bounced back. He got signed to the UFC. He's got signed to Bellator in 2012. He got signed to the UFC in 2017 or 2016. Like, Gane is such a baby at heavyweight. People don't understand. He's going to make rapid improvements. Rapid improvements. What do you think of Chaos Williams' last fight? He won. Honestly, he beat Matthew Semmelsberger. So it's a good win. It is a good win to have. It's just, like, I wish he wasn't so shit fundamentally and technically. And I wanted him to perfect that after the Pereira fight. He's going to get smacked on the chin. Like, he's going to get KO'd at one point. I don't know. He's good, though. Why did everyone like that college brawler against Chaos? Made no sense to me. I didn't pick him. I picked Chaos Williams. I believed in him. I just thought he'd be bigger. And he was way bigger than Matthew Semmelsberger by far. He's a massive welterweight, and sometimes you can get away with stuff. Look at Gane. He's 20 pounds bigger than Stipe. He doesn't have to be as technical as Stipe, you know? But, like, it's just how it goes sometimes. But he has really bad defensive issues. So if he fights Li Jingliang, Ponzinibbio, Salikov, even Nico Price in certain scraps, Luke K. Imagine Luke K versus Chaos. Luke K is getting a first round KO. 100%. Chaos comes in swinging. Boom! Massive right hand as he does it. Down goes Chaos Williams. But he's good. Serious question. Is there a way of Conor winning? And if so, how? There is a way of Conor winning. It's by immediate first round KO. I just don't see it happening, man. Here's my problem with the whole McGregor thing. He's going to check the leg kicks this time. He's number fucking 5 in the world. He shouldn't have to get reminded to check leg kicks. You know? People saying, oh, but what if he checks the leg kicks? There should be no reminder. There shouldn't ever have to be a situation where, oh, yeah, leg kicks. I've been a champion of this division, but oh, yeah, I should maybe check the leg kicks. There should never have to be that reminder. The fact that there was that reminder proves that he maybe isn't in it all the way anymore. So I'm going to go with Poirier. Breakdown Rob Font versus Sandhagen. I'd go with Sandhagen. He's just a bit rangier with kicks. I think he'd win a decision against Font. Most likely, you know. Did you see that Hamzat declined the Rockhold fight? Did I see that Luke Rockhold claimed that Hamzat declined a Rockhold fight? I did see that. I question its validity, but we'll see. Opinions are not truth. Headlines are not truth. You have to dig beneath that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. Maybe he did decline it. But then again, people are complaining that he isn't fighting at 170. Like, what's all these fights at 185 if you're just going to go to 170? Like, so I'd rather him just wait it out, fight Neil Magny. I'm assuming that's the fight they're going to make. Maybe put it on the August card. Now! Dude, the August card's going to do minus pay-per-view numbers. Chimaev Magny on the August card might be able to salvage it a bit, just because of the Chimaev hype. I can play connect the dots on Usman's back. But you're not on roids. You know, just one of those situations. Woodley and Cowboy were both ranked number 5 when Conor and Colby beat them, and both on 2-fight losing streaks, and Colby deserves a title shot, and Conor deserved a title shot after beating Cowboy. Notice the information you leave out of that. Those are some similarities. Cowboy Cerrone, rising from the grave of his career to resurge after beating Ally Quinta, then beginning to lose. Woodley, At the time, on his way to being one of the great welterweights and definitely top 5 greatest welterweight of all time, slipping down after fighting top contenders and losing his belt. You know? But either way, I don't think Colby should have sat out on the sidelines. He should have fought a higher ranked opponent and then should have got his title shot. It's absolute bullshit. But Dana White promised him it, and he's conflicting in his mind. Do I take a fight, or do I listen to the boss who's telling me that I've got a title shot if I wait? It's bullshit. Dana should have never told him he got a title shot, and I reckon he would have actually fought someone in the meantime. I think he's holding on to that, and he's just going to trust Dana's word. We'll see. Thank you for the £2. I am the belt. Hamzat can do better at 170 or 185. 170, weight bully. Got to do it. Channel his inner Caucus and just be a weight bully. Definitely. Thank you for the £2. I am the belt. I appreciate your £2. Guru Volkan versus Magomed is in the works. I think Volkan's going to win the first 2 rounds. And Ankalaev will start to make a bit of a comeback. Volkan will beat him 29-28. It depends, though. If it's a 5-rounder, it'd be interesting. But I think if Krylov can win round 1 and win the start of round 2 before the very end, after a failed takedown attempt, because that's what it was, I reckon Ozdemir might be able to push ahead of that. But we'll see. Why would Justin fight? He's still waiting for his title shot. Don't forget what he did to Tony. Oh, no, I will forget because it was fucking a year ago. So I will actually forget. No, sorry, a year and a half ago. Year and a quarter. What are you talking about, dude? Gaethje should fight again. He's sitting out doing nothing. He definitely doesn't deserve a title shot. He's lost to Poirier. He lost to Alvarez. He almost lost to Michael Johnson. Fair play, he beat Ferguson, but that has become a pretty normal thing at lightweight nowadays. On a real. Oliveira, Dariush. Do they get title shots? Like it's... Gaethje got his title shot for that work. You don't get a second title shot for the work you did before the first one, unless you're Usman and Masvidal, I guess, which is pretty ridiculous. But that was a shame. And it was on short notice. I poked Barboza. He did eye poke Barboza. He did eye poke Barboza. And he eye poked Poirier. And he eye poked Alvarez. And he eye poked... Who else did he eye poke? He eye poked someone else that's in that list that I'd usually say, but I can't remember who it is. Damn Guru putting in work today as well. 20k next year. Crazy how fast Jesse on Fire is growing, but he has IG, TikTok, Twitter, so it's probably easier to grow that way. I don't want it. Ferguson. Guru, since Cyril Gane is good, who has the best chance at beating him? I'm not too sure. Fuck everyone except Nate Diaz. No, include him. He killed Vic. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, James Vick. So that random guy at ex-MMA should now get a lightweight title shot. Yeah. I'm on board. I get you. Conor has better kicks than Dustin. Okay. Interesting. Why when fighters fight Nate Diaz, they just let him clown them in the cage? Why don't they mock him back and outclass him? Like, why the fuck did Leon just take his bullshit? I have no idea, good sir. No idea whatsoever. Have you seen James Vick's COVID fight? No, I have not seen it whatsoever, good sir. RDA beats up Nate better than Leon. Okay. Alvarez versus Ferguson at one championship prediction. I'm not too sure. And Gane hasn't had an extensive Muay Thai career, which is crazy how good he is with limited experience, indeed. Thoughts on Chris Brown going 2-0? Who did he beat now? Rose Namajunas KOs James Vick. I don't know. Thoughts on Sean O'Malley? I think he'll be a big name, but we'll see eventually. Costa future champ thanks to all his time off. No. No. And did you hear about Ali potentially parting ways with Hamzat? Oh no, what a shame. I bet that's got some kind of Habib influence in there. Guru, Paul Craig versus Krylov is in the works. How does it go? I'd say Paul Craig submission, you know? If Jan Blachowicz can get the submission, I know that Krylov's a bit better now, but I'll still go with Paul Craig there. For sure. Could Valentina Shevchenko beat any male on the UFC roster? No. Wait. Any of them? I don't know, because Zaruk Adashev would definitely beat Jennifer Maia. Including 125ers? Yeah, I'm trying. Maybe Victor Rodriguez, maybe. But he has, like, limbs and throws them accurately. Unlike any women in the flyweight division. Maybe Figueiredo, because he's paid off by the mob. What if Conor starts kicking Dustin's leg? I mean, both are heavy on their lead foot, but we'll see. Then he might get punched in the chin. He can't just kick his leg. I don't know. I just think Poirier will win this time. I think a lot to do with McGregor was the fact that he's unbeatable on the feet. And Poirier KOing him kind of changes that a bit, you know? Did you lose your respect for GOAT Giga Chikadze? No. Valentina beats Conor. Okay. Why does Dustin tag himself in his own pictures? I don't know. He's got a bit of brainy. You know what I mean? Figueiredo would still beat her by accident. Okay, cool. I get you. I understand. Conor at least switches stances, right? Yeah, but he's only really effective off of one of them. He does switch stances, but in order to be effective, he goes into his safer stance with his left hand back. Like, McGregor will switch stances to orthodox, and they'll say, wow, look how he switches stances. He'll throw a side kick and return immediately back to southpaw. You know? I argued this yesterday with someone, but if you look at Izzy's finish against Whittaker, shit was so lucky. His eyes were closed in the last sequence, and he looked surprised he landed. But you do close your eyes sometimes, and it is just muscle memory sometimes. It's not lucky. He caught him, and he kept trying that same attack. So I don't even think he needed his eyes open. Thank you, Benji, the thuggish pelican near Sanibel Island. I appreciate that, Benji, the thuggish pelican near Sanibel Island. Welcome to the Beanie Cult. You can now access members-only streams every single weekday. They get uploaded afterwards for you to watch back. Thank you very, very much, Benji. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you. Thank you so much. Link in the description below. £5 a month. Like will get nice and floaty, Connor. I don't know. Guru, who has the biggest balls in the UFC when it comes to just taking fights and not being a baby? Wow. Whittaker. I say Whittaker right now. Or probably Whittaker. RDA. Yeah. What's next for Dominic Reyes? Almost all light heavyweights are booked. Loser of something. And he should wait as well. So, yeah, loser of something. Who's got the cleanest striking? Wonderboy. Wonderboy for sure. More versatile. Better footwork than others. Yeah, I say Wonderboy is the best striking. Islam? No, Islam, no. Islam turned down Dan Hooker in July. In June. Yeah, in June. Islam turned down Dan Hooker for the June card that we just had. Wasn't ready for it. Gastelum. Okay. Where's your bike? I don't know. Valentina Shevchenko versus Manon Fiorot is a fight that I hope happens, but Manon might just lose to Roxanne Modafferi. I know. And it'll be a sad time. But we've got Casey O'Neill, we've got Manon Fiorot. One of them will make it to the belt undefeated, even though Manon Fiorot isn't undefeated. You know what I mean? Pee Wee Herman impersonation. I don't know what that guy is. Valentina Shevchenko versus Manon Fiorot. Okay, you've said it again for no reason. Thank you, Womb Wrecker. Amanda Nunes is up the duff for me, bros. Okay. If you could choose 2 UFC fighters to breed to make a superior warrior, who would you pick? So male and female. Now, the easiest answer is the most dominant of the 2 biggest of the divisions, Ngannou and Nunes. But if you wanted to create the ultimate warrior and not just biggest and most damaging, Yuri and Shevchenko is another option you could go with. In terms of skill, maybe if skill is genetic. But heavier divisions are easier. So maybe Ngannou versus Nunes. Not versus. Actually, that might be how Ngannou throws down. You know what I mean? It's not even, it's just versus. You know what I mean? Rose and her brother. Okay. Stop. But then again, incest does produce better genetics. So maybe. If you look at all of the more superior, like, physical specimens in the world, they're all a case of inbreeding. But massively. Chase Hooper versus Amanda Nunes. No, I'm good. Hooper's too... That might be rape. I don't even know how old Hooper is. Jones and Joanna. Maybe. Ferguson, but Jones can't be too inbred because he's in America. We need someone from the purest source of where they are and someone from another purest source of where they are. Nunes and Ngannou have both left Africa. Well, not Nunes, but Ngannou did. So it'd have to be something like Yuri Prohaska, and Shevchenko's traveled a bit too much. I don't know. We'll pick. I don't know. I don't care. Would you rather watch an entire Nunes gay pride tattoo or 2 girls, 1 cup? I don't care. I'll take both. Did Joanna retire? No, apparently she's coming back for her title shot, but she won't get one, so she'll fight another contender. Welcome, new member. I have not received a new member, but thank you for welcoming him. Steve Mazzagatti, potential return. So, you know, as soon as you... I think we should take him as a bundle deal with Yamasaki. What happened to Yamasaki? He did nothing wrong. Hashtag Yamasaki did nothing wrong. Look at all the early stoppage was getting. All early stoppages we're getting. Jesus. Forrest Griffin yelling impression. Let that animal out, Matt! Matt! Let the animal out! Guru, thanks for all you do, bub. Thank you. How does T. Suarez do at 125? I don't know. I'm going to go with terribly. But maybe quite good. But, you know, she'll probably tweet about it either way. Islam Makhachev is versus Adriano Mata. Okay, we're done with that. Mr. Guru is not gay. The correct term is sinner. Homosexual, yeah. Moreno, a faker champion, and Sterling changed my mind. Well, Figueiredo did get paid off by the mob, but that's just conspiracies, you know? Jeffrey Epstein had an island for pedophiles, but billion-dollar company UFC. There's no way there's corruption. He was paid off by the mob, though. I stand by that. All of it stinks. Dana White coming out and saying, you know, I really thought Moreno was going to lose. I didn't think he was going to win. He's never said that about anyone. Never said that about anyone. He's alluded to a tough matchup before. He's never come out and said, you know, I actually thought Figueiredo was going to win. And I thought Moreno was going to be really losing that fight. They drew the first time. Why is it this time Figueiredo's easily going to destroy him? Dana White. It's pathetic. Can you make a video on the mob theory, please? Maybe. What's your reaction to the Matt Brown KO? Wow. He let the animal out of him, as Forrest Griffin said. He needs Forrest Griffin in his corner again. That was a different Matt Brown. Just building hype, bro. Yeah, building hype by saying the guy was going to lose. And that he thinks he was going to lose. That's how to build hype. Moreno will get 500k per fight. No. He'll get 800k if he fights again. And then he'll get pay-per-view shares 5%. I think they should put him on the McGregor fight as well. You know what I'm saying, brother? Guru's not gay. Having sex with Habib's girlfriend is... Okay, calm down. Gaethje walk-around weight. 155 to... I reckon Gaethje walks around 25 pounds heavier, cuts about 15 to 20. Probably about 17, 16 or something like that. Maybe. Plenty of freaks in NFL, NBA, football, soccer are mixed. Okay, but we're talking about fighting. Very, very, very much so. You've ignored that aspect of the game. Okay, if I want someone to jump high, okay, cool. If I want someone to run with long legs, cool. We're talking about fighting. Izzy versus Yoel Romero prediction, except Yoel actually tries. Izzy versus Yoel Romero prediction. Romero did try. Romero could have won. But people don't like that. And he did try. And he tried his own certain way of winning. And he could have done. He could have done. You know what I'm saying? Who cares? Fighters aren't freaks. You're just bitter because I banned you a second ago. I understand. Yoel won 1, 2, and 5 so easily. There's an argument for it, man. There is an argument for it. Because although Izzy was off balance, his punch touched Izzy's face and Izzy fell to the canvas in round 2. And Yoel won rounds 1 and 5. And the judges fought Yoel round 2. The judges fought Yoel 1 round 2. And they all gave Adesanya round 5. Which they can't do. Because Yoel won round 5. Adesanya won the Romero fight based on 2 judges giving him round 5. That's bullshit. But, you know. Thank you for the $2, AG William Barr. Have a Pepsi on me today. Thank you. Who's the most durable female? Shit, probably... Maybe Namajunas. I don't know. Felicia Spencer. But I don't know. I'm not too sure. Yoel 100% won against Israel and Robert. Not Robert. In the 3rd round, I swear, Romero didn't even, drop Whittaker. Whittaker didn't touch the floor. His legs went funny, but he didn't even touch the floor. I needed too much back to Yoel in round 3 for it to be a 10-8 round. Fair enough, Romero wins that round, but Whittaker did too much back. It was a draw, though, in the rematch. Would you rather Whittaker or Colby beats Izzy Usman? Whittaker beats Izzy because we kind of need that right now. There's a lot of other contenders at welterweight that I'd like to see get their belt or get their title shot, sorry. Like Wonderboy if he wins or Edwards. But Edwards just takes on unranked opponents to get his title shot, apparently. Like an idiot. Either way, I'd rather Whittaker beats Izzy because we need a trilogy at middleweight. Otherwise, we're fucked. Because if Till beats Brunson, there's no title shots for anyone. Why the fuck was Yoel cut? I don't know, dude. Who knows? Yoel could have finished Izzy if he would have taken him down. Yeah, but Yoel doesn't like wrestling. He gasses out when he does. That's the first Whittaker fight. He gassed out in the first 2 rounds trying to wrestle with Whittaker. He can't wrestle at a high pace. He can wrestle, though. What do you think of Bukowski's training at Titan Gym in London? Cool. Good stuff. He travelled around a lot. He's been to Jackson Wink, come back. He's been to British Top Team, now at Titan Fighters. Okay. Sean O'Malley walk-around weights. $165. And I think he trims himself down into like a 155 and then drains 20. Izzy's ground game is actually shite. No, he's got weird get-ups. He's got really weird get-ups. Real talk, the result of Poirier-McGregor 3 will literally change the course of the UFC. It's true, it will. If Poirier wins, we'll never sell 1 million pay-per-views ever again, ever. It's a fact. It's actually a fact. So, yeah. Obviously, eventually, maybe one person would. Like if O'Malley gets to the belt whilst beating Marlon Vera on the way there. Like, I don't know. Can Izzy be Michael Jordan was? Megastar. Intriguing. Sugar Sean O'Malley. Thank you. Who would John do to 1 mil? Guru Salty doesn't have diverse parental genes. I'm Scottish, Irish, Welsh, and UK-ish. Good sir. You're English, sorry. UK-ish. Does McGregor Poirier 3 sell more or less in the than the rematch? I'm not too sure, brother. Not too sure. Does McGregor Poirier 3 only superstar prospect left? Sugar Sean. We've got others, but they're not active enough. Bryce Mitchell could have been something, but he also could have fought twice by now, but he broke his hand, so there's problems. We got some star potential, though, in the UFC. It sells less. Okay. O'Malley said he looks up to the Paul brothers. Well, he is shorter than them. Well, actually, he's probably taller than Jake Paul now. Maybe. What would the reactions be to Conor doing another Aldo or Alvarez on Poirier? Conor McGregor! The king is back in action here in Vegas. That's all it will say. And then we'll move on to McGregor versus Oliveira. And then McGregor will pay off the mob and win. And then we'll move on to McGregor versus Usman. And then something will happen. I don't know. Usman will probably beat him. But we'll see. They definitely don't want Oliveira as champ. That's a fact. Raoni Barcelos versus Jose Aldo. Who wins? Jose Aldo. Jose Aldo. How does Zhang get more likes than Rose? I don't know. No one knows who Bryce Mitchell is. I know. But they could do because he's got that kind of personality. Mexican who know Moreno is now, but boxing will always be their first love. Okay. Oliveira got the vaccine, so he'll be losing soon. Oh, yeah, for sure. That weakens you. Strickland versus Hall prediction. Sean Strickland. I think he'll win. He's got good boxing. Bevon Lewis was winning the whole time against Hall. I think the young up-and-comers will do good against him for sure. You know what I mean? Oliveira beats the shit out of Conor McGregor. I would argue so. Guru, which UFC fighter can jump the highest? I'm not too sure. Guru will for sure try to mix in some stuff, maybe some Portuguese or Italian for his children to get a cooler beard. Me and Marvin are already chatting. I'm sorry I offended you earlier. Are Hooker and Riddell friends? Yeah, they are. They trained at Tiger Muay Thai. Now they train at CKB together. I'm assuming they're friends. Bryce Mitchell has 80k followers. Low. He has no star potential. But he's only just got ranked, though. He does have potential. 80k followers without being ranked. Look at his views on his podcast that he did. Bryce Mitchell. He has 632,000 views on his podcast with Theo Von. That was a year ago. Over a year ago. So, like, he actually does have some star potential. True Geordie has a bigger podcast than Theo Von. View for view. Usman's got 450k. Bryce Mitchell got 200,000 more views on a podcast than Usman did. And Usman was on a bigger podcast. So, he's got some potential. What do you think about Hamzat's declining Rockhold? I feel like Hamzat won't talk shit Rockhold. Won't shit talk Rockhold because Rockhold will flame him. I reckon so. But I reckon he will shit talk Rockhold. But then it'll be like, it'll bring Habib into it. Because remember, Habib's coaching Rockhold. Oh, that actually is some good beef. Habib coaching Rockhold, come back, and he's fighting Chimaev when he comes back. That'd be great. Who wants to hear Usman talk, though? I know, it's a problem. Thank you for the £2. I am the belt. People say Aljo is a heel, but I think Yan is more. Yeah, but Yan leans into it, though. You've got to lean into being a heel. You've got to accept you're a heel and then become it. But Aljo is like, I'm a heel, but I also want to do whips and nays on TikTok. So, like, it's difficult, you know? Which is something I personally enjoyed. Just a random part of your conversation that I don't know the start of. Oh, Theo Von also has auctioneers on his podcast, lol. What does that mean? Jesus. Usman whispering impression. It'd just be me whispering. There's no point. McGregor has feminine calves. Okay. Bryce Mitchell hasn't KO'd anyone. You have to actually be able to KO people to be a star, not have personality. Okay, like Habib. Yeah, like Habib. And GSP. Yeah. They KO'd everyone. It's good stuff. Colby is our last hope for a superstar being champ. Not really, though. Not really. Colby, I don't think, will be a star. If he like won the first Usman fight and had defended against Masvidal, maybe by now he would have been. But I don't think there's the matchups necessary. I think if Colby beats Usman, I don't see Masvidal getting back to a title shot. So I don't think so. There's good chances though at some stars. You need to have a toxic fan base behind you to be a star. Maybe. Rakic incoming. Does Hamzat want kebab smoke? I'm not too sure. Let's be honest, can't have Apache Ginger walking the earth 2030, 2040. Let's be honest, your time is up. Now we'll be strong. We'll be strong. We'll hold through. Assuming Hamzat has a good... I'm so sorry for offending you. I'll never ban you again. Honestly, if this is what it leads to, didn't realize. Jesus. Theo literally had two guys who do the thing at auctions where you talk fast. That's all. Okay, then. That's a good podcast, I guess. He also had like a random female trucker on his podcast at one point as well, which is pretty good. Joanna isn't the most durable female. Did you not see her head? Gal ballooned like a pufferfish. Incredible defense mechanism. Okay. Intriguing. Guru's scared of saving money. He wants to buy gold chains. Of course. I am a chain wearer, of course. You didn't ban me, no? Or when did you ban me? I timed you out for 300 seconds because you were spamming something. And now you've come back all salty and bitter. It's just, I just take information in. I won't do it again. I'm sorry. Someone else probably will if you do spam, but I won't do it again because it's struck a nerve. Colby probably would defend once a year as champ. Indeed. Thoughts on True Geordie calling Marvin not good looking? Marvin's all right looking. Marvin's all right. When he has his hair shaved, he doesn't have a good head shape for a bald head. I'll be honest with you. But he's an all right looking guy with his hair. What's your relationship with Star Wars fan? I don't know. What about it? Assuming Hamzat has good chin and cardio, how good do you think he becomes? Because he does look technically good. Also, if we assume that he has everything necessary to be a champion, does he become champion? Maybe. Yeah, if he has everything, yeah. Who then? What other stars? A star is someone who talks shit as well, has personality and can fight. Who does that, lol? Let's see. Nobody. Why is that a problem? I said Bryce Mitchell maybe could become something just because of his personality. He has funny stories and he can go on podcasts. So he could become like a mediocre star. I think the only one who can really sell over 1 million is Sean O'Malley. Other than that, I guess Masvidal on a rebound, but that's about it. My dad was the first banned on this channel. He's a real OG. Those aeons ago, hundreds of years ago. Hamzat turned down Rockhold bout, according to Rockhold. Why is everyone so mad? I know there's a vibe in the chat today. It's real sad. Guru, who is the next good prospect at light heavyweight outside the top 15? I can't think of any except for Jacoby. Oh, God. The fact that you even said Jacoby is like definitely you. He's coming off a draw. Like, light heavyweight outside the top 15. I would have said Shamil Gamzatov, but he hasn't fucking fought anyone since his first fight. Let's have a look. Maybe Nuzachukwu. I guess we're going to see this weekend because he's actually fighting this weekend, but I don't think he's ever going to go to become anything too amazing. Da Un Young's 3-0-1. That's a decent prospect right there if you can get some more experience together. He has good wins. William Knight beat him, outmuscled him. Sam Alvey, draw. Not very good at all, but Sam Alvey fucking is weirdly good. Mike Rodriguez KO'd him. It's a good win. Ed Herman had to be KO'd by Mike Rodriguez to win. I'd say maybe Alexa Kamur could have been something, but he got robbed. That's his career over. Why are we signing Yao Zhonghu? He's 3-2. But anyway. I guess Shamil Gamzatov, but he ain't fighting no one. He's 14-0. He beat Abreu in his debut. Maybe he could be something. Thank you for the $2 Australian, Koznoski. I appreciate your $2 Australian. Dance, monkey, dance, but seriously, when you're moving out, I don't know. I'm trying my best every fucking day. It's difficult in London. Sorry. Holloway is overrated. Indeed. Should I buy carrot cake or one of those Thai box rice with chicken things? What time is it? If it's late, maybe get a carrot cake. But if it's reasonably evening for you, maybe the chicken thing. How good can Julian Marquez be? He's old though. He's over 30, I think. Carrot cake. I like carrot cake. I actually don't mind it. It's one of the few vegetables that can be in a cake. To be fair. Both Connor and Dustin have been in the US. We could have had a press conference. True. We could have had one. But they probably will do one eventually. What they should do with this one is put the other people on the stage, but not Kunitskaya and whoever she's fighting. The woman, Irene Aldana. Here's what we need. Stage set. Center podium, Dana White. He's a necessity at these press conferences. Poirier on the left, McGregor on the right, Burns on the left, Thompson on the right, which means you get Wonderboy in frame with Conor McGregor, which is good for name value. Not Tuivasa and Hardy. Get them off the press conferences. O'Malley, Smolka, but no Smolka. Remove Smolka. Tai Tuivasa, Sean O'Malley. No opponents for them. Just put them up there. And then it won't load the fucking prelims. So never mind. Guru, I love you, bro. Thank you. Pizza or burger? I say pizza. Thank you for the $2, Chris Jackson. Guru, you put peanut butter on a burger, it's tasty. It's pretty tasty, to be fair. It is reasonably tasty. Thank you for the $2. I haven't tried it, though, but I'd imagine it'd be pretty good. But I think you just watched the video of Seth Rogen trying secret menus, most likely, and now you think you know, most likely. It probably just... listen, people say it's weird. It won't taste bad. It's peanut butter and a burger. Like, it's two nice tasting things. It's not going to create shit. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't have it. It sounds like a weird meal. Thank you for the £2. I am the belt. I wish Aljo Yan on that presser too. Thank you for the £2. Yeah, we need Aljo and Yan on a press conference together. Hopefully Yan's improved his English speaking as well. Man, looking back at it, I'm so disappointed. Change his tune. Nice. Disappointed Izzy Jones fight didn't happen. Jones would have 100% destroyed Izzy with a Kimura, leaving Izzy screaming, crying in pain while walking away cold like a killer. I mean, Jones would have beaten him with the grappling for sure, but it would be fun while it lasted. Who knows? Hair Salon Poirier versus motivated karate stance McGregor. Hair Salon Poirier versus motivated. Hair Salon Poirier, I'd say. Right, I'm picking Poirier in the trilogy if that's your question. I can see Jones versus Adesanya selling 1 million, but it seems like that won't happen now. The hype died a bit. Neither one can sell it on their own, though. They need each other to sell 1 mil. They need bitterness and rivalry, and that won't happen because we don't do press conferences anymore, which is weird. But oh well. And if we do press conferences, the questions are nothing about making them shit talk. It's just all about their camp. Unless she's Casey O'Neill, she's not hot. Casey O'Neill's not the hottest girl. Calm down. Nikolai Surname versus Julian Marquez. Decent matchup. I'd say Julian Marquez. For sure. Hamzat sells pay-per-view? No. He probably could sell some, but in this part of the world, I doubt it. You're scraping for a star, lol. Everyone is so boring and complains about fighter pay and shit that they have the personality of a paper bag or can't speak English. Shit's so disheartening. Well, the English part is not really it because Yan doesn't speak English, but he still had 1 million followers before the fucking Aljo fight. But yeah, it's a problem. People literally will say on camera, "Oh, I don't really want to do that stuff and put myself out there," and then complain about fighter pay. It makes no sense. Hamzat is Otario, pussy. Nat Hamzat is a small head. He probably has no chin. Type in Hamzat Chimaev, no beard. Look at it. Isn't it weird? That's so weird. It's just such a strange look. It's such a strange look. But listen, Yuri's in a similar position, but it ain't as bad as this. It is not as bad as this. It's interesting, you know. Conor has no motivation, none. He has 200 million in the bank. Okay. So Nikita Krylov versus Paul Craig, since they made Anklia versus Vulcan. Paul Craig apparently posted that that's the case. You know that's fake, right? Okay, maybe it is, but is it actually fake? Maybe it's fake. Where is there a picture of him without a beard, like for real though, to compare it to? Okay, maybe he has a better chin than expected, but that picture just made me chuckle. This picture is very funny. Oh, here's him as a youngster. Okay, there's something. That might not even be him though, because it doesn't really look anything like him, but maybe. Fake. No lie, Hamzat looks like Osama. Okay. If that is Hamzat no beard, hype train over. Okay. There was one when he was younger. Okay. Guru, do Matt Serra impression and shout, "Come on, Marab! Let's fucking go, Marab! Punch a fucking hole in his chest, Whiteman!" Put Kevin Lee in the press conference. He'll try to talk Conor. He'll try to talk to Conor. It would sell. Put Conor, Poirier, Wonderboy, Burns, O'Malley, and Kevin Lee. Yes, Kevin Lee. Sorry, that I was going to mention. I couldn't load the prelims, but yeah, Kevin Lee. Actually on the prelims now. The prophecy is complete. Motown Phenom to Motown prelims. Guru Anklia flipping off the crowd after the first Kutalaba fight is an underrated funny moment. Nice. Who wins chin of the year so far? Stipe Qatar or Gastelum? Tony took it last year. Gastelum. Gastelum. Or Stipe, because Stipe got up from an Ngannou blow. So Stipe's in the mix, but he did get KO'd. So that does take away from it. I'd say Gastelum. High weight, didn't get finished. Took a beating. Took head kicks. Qatar took a beating, but it was from Holloway. And Holloway is incapable of finishing opponents. Did you have a successful prediction rate when one FC Indian heavyweight champ was in the UFC? No idea what you're talking about. Arhan Bulla? I don't care. I guarantee you Hamzat has no chin. He looks like a guy who would be KO'd out cold. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe he does have a chin. Guru, Hamzat versus Till at 170. Okay. Go watch Conor's body language before the second fight with Dustin. He looked... Shut up! Shut up! Before the second fight, everyone was saying that Poirier's body language is shit and he's going to lose. Shut up. Sick of that bullshit. Fair play, he doesn't look as confident anymore as he once did. He's no longer a guy without kids. He's no longer a guy full of testosterone at 25. So, like, everyone before the second fight between McGregor and Poirier was like, man, Poirier's looking nervous, man. Poirier's so fucking nervous, dude. God, Poirier's just weird. He looks so weird. What's going on with Poirier? Now it's all about what's up with McGregor. He looks kind of cool as a kid. There's a pic of him in a black leather jacket and a scar on his lip. Looks like a movie character. Maybe. Like an actor. Like an actor on the side. Does Weidman retire? I have no idea. Body language predictions are a load of shite. Okay. Rousey saves UFC comeback. Rekindles feud with Tate. No. Oh, I'm still not over that being the main event. Hamzat's neck doesn't look good. Might get KO'd. No, he might have a good chin. We don't know. That's a fake picture, apparently. I got bamboozled. Anklia versus Ozdemir pick. Ozdemir. Chris Weidman. Diaz is becoming the Trump of MMA. Okay. What's the main topic of the day? What's the news? I don't know. I don't fucking know, bastard. Pimlet versus Mitchell pick. Mitchell. Pimlet ain't that good. He's all right, though. But I don't think he's crazy good. Pimlet could have arguably lost to Julian Erosa back in the day. I thought he won it, but it's close. How much pay-per-views would Khabib's comeback fight sell? Well, probably like 500k. But it depends who against. If it's against McGregor, 2 million or something. I'm saying Conor looked nervous looking around and shit in the cage moments before they touched gloves and fight was about to start. I'm not talking about the week leading up, you twat. Yeah, but Poirier was also on the other side of the octagon backing himself up against the cage immediately. McGregor at least was looking to run to the center of the cage. You know? How do you see Heinich beating Nasruddin? Heinich literally gasses badly after one round. He doesn't know. He doesn't. He has some rounds in him. It's just he doesn't against certain people that can just stop everything he does. If he gets his own way for a bit, he can go more than one round. But we'll see. Maybe Imavov can do something in the third. Maybe Imavov could win. But I'd go with Heinich. Even the third round against Gastelum was reasonably close, but Gastelum ended up winning it. He was throwing flying knees in the third round. I don't think he was that gassed out. He was slowed down though. Yuri KO'd Ozdemir in his debut. Now Reyes and is probably next for the shots. That shit doesn't happen often. Surprised he isn't bigger. Yeah, he doesn't speak English good. Mainly why? If you watch the punch that dropped Figgy in slow-mo, you see it barely landed. I know, dude. I know. But that's just legit, dude. You don't understand? So he drops him with a jab. Interesting. You know what? Moreno isn't even that much smaller than Figueiredo, in all honesty. I mean, Figueiredo stands a bit taller, but Moreno isn't even that much smaller. Pretty big guy himself. Figueiredo's just a little bit thicker. Right, let's see this punch again. It fucking barely landed, man. It literally touched his fucking mouth. It didn't even pop his head back. And Figueiredo spins around like a fucking crazy man the other way around. That's crazy. That's like more of a reaction than a heavyweight would give to a punch. Why the fuck did they make the Apex cage so small? To make it more entertaining fights, obviously. If Costa KO'd Izzy out cold like he will be on the rematch, he would have been a star. Maybe, yeah, but he won't in the rematch. Jesus Christ, stop spamming as well. If Costa put down Izzy, walked him down, but then no, he wouldn't have been. He wouldn't have been a star. He wouldn't at all. No way. He would have been as big as maybe Adesanya is, but a little bit less, which means he wouldn't have been a star. Fuck man, I knew you were gay, man. Don't know what that means. Guru, did you see what Rockhold said about Hamza? I did see that information. Usman versus the guy that fought Parisian on Saturday. Who wins? Root Martinez. Root Martinez could probably hold him against the cage. Most likely. Yeah. I don't know. They're just too big, you know, in terms of just muscling them around. How are you picking Volkan to beat Ankleev? How and thoughts? Decision. I think Volkan can sneak the first 2 rounds if Krylov can sneak the first and the start of the second. So, yeah. I mean, it was a good fight between Ankleev and Krylov. I just think Volkan's a little bit better than Krylov. Maybe Ankleev improves. Who knows? But I think it's a risky matchup. And if they put Volkan as a massive underdog, I probably will take it. Or if just a slight underdog, I probably will take that as well. I was thinking of maybe picking Krylov. Almost works. I went with Ankleev in the end. But yeah, Ankleev won the second round against Krylov based on 3 significant strikes and control time. Like, I don't know. It's tough. Round 1, Krylov nearly doubled him. Thank you for the $2 Australian, Koznoski. How many times out of 10 does Izzy beat Rob now? How many times out of 10 does Izzy beat Rob? 6. 6. Thank you for the $2 Australian, Koznoski. I appreciate you. I'd say 6. 6. 7 or 8. What was the question again? Whitaker. No, 6, I'd say. Now it's about 6. Guru, who do you see beating Izzy at middleweight? IMO. Maybe IMO no top 15 can, other than Whitaker, maybe. Maybe Phil Pornstar Horse has a chance in 2 years. In 2 years, it'll be 36. So no, he can't. Damn, that close. Yeah, I'd say so. Guru, I'm joking. You're far from being a twat. I didn't even read it. My analysis on Connor's nerves was BS. I'm sure Connor was truly nervous as he'd been out against top comp. Yeah. But I'm just saying Poirier was as well, so it's not like a reason to change predictions or anything. Rakis versus Yuri winner. I'd say Yuri. I think Yuri puts Rakic into a brawl and KOs him, but Rakic could beat Yuri. People just don't give him enough credit because his fights are a bit boring. Rakic could literally sit on the outside, chop Yuri's leg 5 times, and then Yuri can't walk the same way. So who knows? Rakic turned down the Yuri fight. No, Yuri turned down Rakic recently. And he shut the fuck up. Okay. Guru, did Conor drop Poirier on the first fight with an illegal shot? No, he was in front of Poirier at the time. It can't be illegal. Otherwise, head kicks would be illegal. You have to, it's to the back of the head. It's not on the back of the head. That's a very big wording difference. To the back of the head is from you towards the back of the head. You know? You can't, if it's a hook or a kick, it can't be to the back of the head. It can hit the back of the head, but to the back of the head. That's a wording that means something in MMA. It's from you towards the back of the head. It's not an illegal shot. It was behind there. It can't have actually been an illegal shot. It's impossible. It can't have been directly on the back of the head because it was coming from an angle. What vid type after stream? Phil Hawes has wrestling. Didn't even look good against Imavov. Yeah, he didn't. He arguably could have lost to Imavov and he grabbed the cage 10 times, but no one cares because that's what it is, I guess. Oh. Usman is welcoming the Colby fight. Colby fans can stop the bitching. Okay, good. That's nice. Finally. All it took was Chiesa to get matched up with Luque and Diaz to not want a title shot. Thank God. Wow, Whitaker really outlanded Gastelum. You don't even realize it when you... Jesus. 18-8 round 1, 43-14 round 2, 38-20 round 3, 33-13 round 4, and 18-7 round 5. That's a crazy ratio to have. Wow. That is ridiculous. Good for him. What was the Whitaker Adesanya stats? So before the knockdown in round 1, Whitaker Adesanya. So Adesanya landed 2 shots. So before the knockdown at the end of round 1, Whitaker Adesanya was 18-17 Adesanya. And before the knockdown in round 2, which involved a knockdown and 3 shots on the ground, it was 16-15 to Adesanya. So it's actually a reasonably close fight. Be interesting in a rematch. I took a huge dump today. Okay. Thoughts on Overeem going back to kickboxing? Good for him. You have double the viewers, has Reptile channel. Yeah, but they have way more subs. I don't get it. Subscribe if you want to make me grow as a channel. It would be awesome. What up, my... okay. Moreno bulked up a little bit for the rematch. You can see it in the pecs and neck. Yeah, he did look a bit bigger, to be fair. I was just mentioning that. What the fuck? Diaz talking shit to Usman, bad idea. Yeah, just because he's shit and he's got easy ammunition against him. What type of vid after stream? Guru doing Edmund Sarvedian impression. I don't even know what he sounds like. Gonna be world champion. He has a weird way of speaking. I think he's got autism or something like that, you know? Maybe. There's definitely a hint of autism with Edmund Shabazian. Gonna be world champ, you know? So, train hard. Move forward. Win a fight. Oh, you're talking about his fucking coach. Never mind. Shabazian, I thought you meant. Edmund Savedian, I don't know. Hey, you can do what you want. Remember that one? It's Deb. Then you can do what you want. Usman doesn't deserve a fight against Diaz. He's too boring and has no fans. You got no praise. You got no grant. Why did the UFC sign Daniel Pineda when he was coming off back-to-back failed drug tests? I don't know. It was on short notice, though, against Herbert Burns. So, it was short notice. But I don't know why they would sign a man who was coming off back-to-back drug test failures. It's almost like USADA isn't keeping roids out the sport. Who knows? Head movement. Clinch. Head movement. My balls were extremely non-cold. Okay. Why is that even a question? It's not my fault, man. It's not my fucking fault, man. I show up. These motherfuckers can't show up. It's not my fault, man. Nate didn't talk shit to Usman because he wants to fight him. He said, why are you fighting guys you have already knocked out, with a photo of Masvidal and Colby? He's helping Leon out. Maybe. Good point. Maybe. I love that one. Yeah. I'm your fucking nightmare. Vittori has a strange voice. I like Vittori's voice. I think it's a funny voice. How is that even a question? I don't. Izzy's impression he did of him, that was the one funny Izzy moment when he went, question. I feel like whenever Mojahead, Gino said, that's called roid rage. Okay. I feel like when Mojahead brings Vittori on and says, how's that even a question? He should then have Izzy come on with his breast of roids and say, question, and mock him for it, and then they should get into like a scuffle. I think that's going to be next on Mojahead's videos. Listening to Serbian war songs in the... Okay. Why does bum journeyman Diaz even trash talk about Colby and Usman when he has more losses than Colby, Burns, Usman, and Leon combined? Because he's firing out these kids, man. You know? Hamzat versus Luke Rockhold. Who wins? Luke Rockhold. Yes. Okay. Vittori smoking crystal. Okay. Colby versus Chiesa pay-per-view buys with title. How many mum jokes? I say 100K per mum joke. Because Diaz keeps it real, yo. Yeah, he slaps people while getting the shit beat out of him. He doesn't show the gyno, though. No, man. That's annoying to me. I feel like Mojahead's a little bit biased in that way. He definitely has his fans. What was that? Clit on his forehead. I'm surprised you don't show up with a clit on your forehead this time with your bitch ass. What? I said I'm surprised you don't show up with a clit on your fucking forehead this time, bitch. It's weird the way he speaks. I like it, though, because he's, like, speaking through anger. He's, like, taming anger just to get words. You know what I mean? Botched. Yeah. Thoughts on Yan wanting Magomed and Yuri next? You know, mate. I think he's a great fighter now. I don't know if he wants Magomed and Yuri next. I think they just asked him about Magomed rather than Rakic when they asked him the question. How's that even a question? That's such a good line. I don't know why. That's just something that it's just the way you said it, I think. Me. Guru, did you see the JRE recent podcast? Rogan was crying about Rose's win again. Oh, listen, I want to say something about that, okay? Surely he should not be allowed to commentate now. He said he was so happy for Rose Namajunas' win that he was crying about it. And he started crying again just thinking about her win. If you are crying emotional tears of happiness because of someone winning a belt, surely you're not an unbiased commentator. Surely that's a massive sign that he should not be on commentary. Because that's just bias. If he's crying over it, what an absolute sado, honestly. I feel like sometimes men cry for the points. Honestly, if you cry about something, it's so difficult to actually cry about something. I can get sad and emotional about something, but to actually make the tears happen is actually an action you have to choose to do. I'm not even joking. I think if people actually cry tears, it's always a lie. Always a lie. Or they're mentally insane, they can't control it. You can cry without tears. True. The tear part of it is just an actual choice to do, to show that you're crying, in my opinion. Facts, that's what I said, yeah. I don't know. It's hard to cry sometimes as a man. No, you can feel sad and be like I'm sure I've been on streams sometimes, just like, I just don't know what to do. And I've had those streams and I'm just there like that. But to make tears come out your fucking eyes, I don't know. I think it's a different thing. Is it fair to say that boxers have a better chance of actually... Guru, that's a retarded statement. No, it's not. You can control it. You can hold them back so easily. Maybe some people don't want to hold them back, but you can hold back tears. You can feel them coming, but you can easily hold back tears. It's pretty easy. Just suck it up, man. Crying is such a sign of weakness. I don't like doing it. I think Joe Rogan does it just to show that, hey, I'm still like, hey, liberals, I'm still like one of you, you know? Like, so he doesn't seem too far right. Men doesn't cry over everything. That's it. Okay. Some people are different. Okay, maybe. I've never seen you sad, Guru, and I wouldn't want to see it. I've been annoyed. I don't think I've ever been really sad. I've been sad, maybe, but not really, really sad to show it. Costa getting inactive on Twitter. I hate it. I know. I need him to mention his secret juice again. Dude, you can't cry without tears. You can. You actually can. You can actually feel the emotion of absolute fucking crushing sadness without the... You can. You can. You'll know eventually. I've been to funerals. You can hold back tears. I've only cried like 3 times, and all the times have been alone. Okay. Like a man. There you go. I've cried when I was younger. Don't be sad, Guru. It's okay, bud. Okay. Crying is tears, though. You know what I mean. The point where you're like... You can even have the shortness of breath and whimper. That's that. Yeah, whimper. That's the word I'm looking for. You can even whimper and have the shortness of breath. Just don't. You just hold back the tears. Guru cries tears out of his butt. That's why it's... I get it. Yeah, maybe. That's a good point. No. I was really sad when they robbed Jojo Calderwood and Jimmy Crute had to stop beating up Anthony Smith because of his injury. Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't beating him up, though, but he did have to stop to a weird injury. Colby fans cry every day since Usman loss. Okay. That's a disease. I've cried tears. Crying or just screaming can be an amazing release. Yeah, anger. I get screaming about something. Fuck. I do a lot of grit teeth wording whenever I'm angry. But I don't know. I pronounce my fucking as a fucking as I get angry. But I don't know. I feel like you can hold back tears. It's such a choice. I started tearing up a bit when there's a huge upset on a UFC pay-per-view. Thoughts? You're probably on roids and have some hormone imbalance. Do a Nate impersonation. What's up? I'm top of this division, but I'm not ranked. What's up? Fucking. Okay. Who's the next UFC star since Usman and Colby are... Okay, dude. The next to you is obviously O'Malley. Don't say Usman and Colby. Jesus. Let me find. No, like going into the woods and screaming at the top of your lungs. I've done that once, but as a joke, and I wasn't on my own. So, yeah, my friend said scream as loud as you can. So I did. It's a pretty good feeling. Wow. Oh my God. Wow. You're my dog, my compadre. Wow. Come on, Marley. I didn't cry, but I was really sad when Tony and Costa lost. Yeah, I know what you mean. You feel empty. And you feel like you're just floating through life sometimes with these losses. Will you still take all other yearly? No. I did it for grieving. Okay. Big girls don't cry. Because you're a big girl and you've eaten too much and your pants don't fit around your waist. You just eat pie, always really hungry. You just eat pie, always really hungry. You're a big girl because you've eaten too much and you haven't had enough of that sugary taste. Burger and fries, you go and supersize straight to your fat eyes. And you eat all day long. Have some more Twinkies and ding dongs. Do you think Jeff Neal is waiting tables right now as we speak? I don't know. Maybe he should be. What are fun things to do in London? Or real life pop up pirate. It's pretty good. Real life Nightmare on Elm Street. There's a lot of like stabbing activities and just get a knife out and go. I cried so hard for Whaley. Tears. Okay. London's fucking shit. Don't go. Yeah, London's shit. Guru only goes to gay bars, yeah. I've been in London recently. I've had a conversation with someone and I've literally said this word. Oh, fuck. I need to find someone who speaks English. Straight up. It's tough. Tough time. It's just a tourist utopia, basically. It's good, but it's also got some problems on the outskirts where the actual Londoners live. You know what I mean? Where it's just non-stop crime. But that's okay. Whose shit stinks worse, Rose or Rachel? I don't know. Rose or Rachel? Rachel who? Ostovich? I don't know. Truce. Okay, calm down, Ilya Poplovich. Jesus. I say Rose's shit stinks worse because she eats weird shit. Guru, is Amanda Ribas's breath stinky? I don't know. Have you ever went to Brighton? People there are strange. Oh yeah, 100%. I've been to Brighton. I've been to Brighton. Yeah. It's interesting down there in Brighton, but it's just how it is, you know. Very, very strange. Very strange indeed. Muay Thai 23. Jesus. Guru, do beautiful girls poop? No. Otherwise, they wouldn't be beautiful. Good point. Any girl with poops shall be plugged. They shall have their anus clogged. Everyone knows only beautiful girls throw up all of their digestive food. Guru, give Dan Hooker's bitch ass ranking spot to Riddell. Okay. He's already ranked Riddell. Guru, is Amanda Ribas's breath stinky? Just guess. By her laugh, yes. I think it is. Because her laugh forces inside out. You know? Some people's laugh, but it's like a breath. But hers is like a gurge. It's a gurge of a laugh. You know, like it will naturally bring up some of that food. So definitely it stinks a bit. Angela Hill laugh impression. Guru, will I get stabbed in South London? You won't get stabbed. I'm over exaggerating, but there's a lot of stabbings. Like one a day, one a week. But it's just often. It's like a natural conversation. Oh, another stabbing. Oh, cool. 2 today? Oh, 2 stabbings today. Wow. That's how it goes. Thank you very much, Tony Robbins, for the membership. Welcome to the Beanie Cult, good sir. I appreciate you. Maybe you can give us a motivational speech. But thank you very much, Tony Robbins. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining the membership. You can get MMA Q&A streams for members only after this one. And you can also sign up in the link in the description below and get them every single day. A knife with you for protection. Yeah, but you can, because stop and search isn't allowed. Unless you've done something suspicious, they can't search you. Because if they search people with knives, they'll find the knives. And that's not what they want. So what they need to do is ban stop and search. so that people with knives on them are allowed to keep the knives on them. That's what is the best thing to do, I think. Thank you for the £2. Bend her. Brendan Schaub versus Greg Hardy. I say Brendan Schaub. No, Greg Hardy, of course, would KO him. Schaub's old and done now. And also, he also admitted to taking roids as well. I watched a recent thing of him admitting to taking roids in the UFC. And he never said he did before. You practice jiu-jitsu with Jordan Levitt in Brighton. True. Have you had any interaction with MMA fighters on YouTube? Cyborg's husband used to be in my chat when I was very, very small as a channel. Charles Jourdain has been in the comments a couple of times. Bryce Mitchell watches the videos and he's posted the fact that he watches videos on his YouTube channel. A couple of others on Instagram saying that they like the channel, but that's about it. Brenda Schaub should make a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. He's had CTE for years. Thank you for the $2, Travis Berg Jr. How the heck are there 13 dislikes? It's MMA Guru Day. Thank you for the $2. It is MMA Guru Day. You know, thank you for the $2, dude. Appreciate that. Kutalaba and Rose Nama Yunus. Kutalaba would win. For sure. Cyborg has a husband, or whatever it is, but the thing that's with her. I think it's her husband. UFC is setting up a PI in Africa. No surprise. How does it feel to be Jewish? I don't know. MVP versus the Ukrainian dude winner. Amasov. I reckon Amasov would out-grapple him. Seeing what he did to Lima. I'll go over Amasov. Keep this stream up. No. Guru, want to hear a joke? Charlie Ward is ranked 6 in Bellator middleweights division. I know it's an absolute hilarious situation. Have you seen Izzy's gear? She's hot as fuck. She's pretty decent. Guru, want to hear a joke? Charlie Ward. Okay, you've said it again. Appreciate that. In your opinion, what are the best sources to get accurate news and learn accurate history from? Shapiro, Crowder. I don't like either of them. I think Crowder is a bad comic. I don't like his way of doing things, even if I maybe agree politically on some things. I think Steven Crowder's just a bit of a weirdo, man. I don't like him. I feel like his people around him are forced to laugh. And I think he just ruins jokes a lot of the times. So I don't really like him that much. But Shapiro, he has some accurate history, but just look it up yourself and cross-reference things is what you're supposed to do. Look it up yourself, cross-reference things, and tell wording. You know, some things will say that something happened. Some things will say that sources claim, and then you figure things out, you know. Go to page 2 of whatever you're looking up as well. Go to the next page. China will own and operate that UFC PI in no time. They're probably building it like they build the fucking Central African Intelligence Agency building that controls every single African's bit of data. China owns that. They got caught taking data from it to Beijing a couple of years ago. But yeah, they'll build that PI. Most definitely. Thank you for the $5, Seth Pino. In my city, Las Cruces, New Mexico, a guy was decapitated by a 3-inch blade, and the killer played soccer with his head. Lol, crazy stuff. Man, a 3-inch blade? That's like a third of my dick. What? How can I tell? So a 3-inch blade is like... That's like... Yeah, that's crazy. That's a really... You probably have to... He's probably sitting there like this. Hold on! Stop you screaming. I'll get through it. You know, he was just slowly chipping away. What if he got to a bone? That sounds very fake. 3-inch blade. Unless he killed him first. Thank you for the $5, Seth Pino. I appreciate your $5, good sir. Luke Thomas impression stats. I'm gay. Guru, why is white people the most desired partners? It's the case. I don't think it's because we're white. I think it's because we were the first sort of to develop into the modern world, and the modern world brought more aesthetically based relationships. I'm going to very unracistly say. I think that the Europe as a continent were the first kind of to create a system where aesthetics were desired and models were promoted and that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Compared to others where it's a bit more just based on just grab someone and fuck them. You know what I mean? Maybe I would edge that way, but I don't know. I don't know. Or because white people have the largest population. We don't have the largest population. What the fuck are you talking about? We're half of Africa. And like if India has 3 times the amount of us. What are you talking about? The largest? Jesus. They're not just more attractive. I think it's just more desired. But we're done. We're done now. We're done now. Let's not get into banning territory. We're not more attractive on average. I think it's just promoted in our culture more, the attractiveness of someone. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Donations. Did I get a donation? It's not racism. I actually said we're not better looking. It's just a way of the culture to promote the ones that are better looking. So the people in Africa that you spot are not going to be the best looking ones, whereas over here, looks are basically everything. It's actually the most common form of discrimination in Europe, in the West, in general. Ugly lives matter. It's actually so unfair. They can't get jobs. Straight up. They just won't get jobs because of their looks. Thank you for the $5, Seth Pino. In my city, Las Cruces, New Mexico, a guy was... Okay, I've already read it. Thank you for sharing. Can we go now? I know this is just worrying territory, but someone asked a question. How is that even a question? Anyway, straight line. Okay, that's true. Halo effects. Do you think you are better looking than Hakeem? I think I'm better looking than Hakeem Dawood. I mean, Hakeem Dawood. I need a shit at all times. But let's not get into that because that's just absolute fucking vanity. So let's not get into that. Another split decision. Oh, did you know they called Silver versus Thingy a controversial decision? They called it a controversial decision for Silver to beat the guy. Those commentators on the boxing fight. Did you hear that? This would be controversial and Silver's hand gets raised. It's crazy. Dan Hooker, another split decision. Another split decision win. Anderson Silva impression. Normal. Doing impressions of Anderson Silva. Normal. Beating boxing world champions at 40. Normal, man. Don't apologize for nothing. You're a good guy. You didn't mean it. Problems happen. He's got a weird voice. Guru, help. I just woke up from a nap after smoking a joint and now I have a full-on D-cut breast and back acne and serious one-punch power. And you're a middleweight or welterweight champion of the world? No way, dude. That's too much of a coincidence. I back. Trust me, I back, man. Wanna just swim with sharks? You know? You watch Tommy Toehold. Yo, what's up, guys? Tommy Toehold here. Back at you. Cyborg has a husband. The fuck? You're still confused about that? Do you live on an island too? Yeah. Most remote island on Earth. Normal. Does Diaz have a chance against Hooker in a 5-round fight because Hooker does slow down a bit? Yeah, but Hooker chops the legs so much that maybe not. But I'd say he has a chance, yeah, in a 5-rounder. That's what Diaz's move is going to be moving forwards. Just nothing but 5-rounders, I'd say. Smart. Is it fair to say that boxers have a better chance of actually winning a belt in MMA than fighters in boxing? Women's, yeah, because of female fighters. Yeah. Yeah, in terms of women's MMA, yeah. Because they're so appallingly shit. So, yeah. Who wins? Team Usman, Izzy, and Gane versus Team Colby. So 2 of each of those. Weidman and Stipe. Oh, here's the thing. I think Weidman would have a decent chance against Izzy. That's the problem. I say Usman, Izzy, and Ngannou because you've picked 2 people that have beaten other people on the list in terms of Usman, Colby, and And Gane Stipe. You knew what answer you wanted. That's why you framed it that way. Members stream. Okay. I feel bad for Nunes' kid growing up with... Okay. Okay. Did you see... I can't read anything. Did you see that Luke said... Oh, I've seen it. I've seen it. 50 times this stream I've said it. Yeah, he declined it apparently. Wanted to focus on 170. Apparently, yeah. But people would complain if he fought Rockhold because it wouldn't be deserved and it would be at middleweight. And I thought he was a 170-pounder. He's probably fighting Magny. Let's be real. The UFC is no longer great at promoting up-and-comers. They'll have a low-level shitfest women's fights and then put Kevin Lee versus Brady on the undercard. Yeah, they're too focused on box ticking now that WME is taken over. They can't be stars. And you can't push it to weigh-ins, which means they'll never be interested at weigh-ins ever again. It's just impossible to create stars because of what they've done to the rule set. Goodbye. Non-members, I'll upload this. Members, go to the community tab. I'll be there very shortly. Goodbye. Members stream beginning soon. Non-members, go to the community tab. If you want an extra 50 minutes of streaming, sign up in the link in the description below. Goodbye.